What sacrifices do you think we're going to have to make as people in this country? Can you be like brutally honest with us and tell us what might really happen? What might we really see in the years that come?
You know, Americans are already sacrificing. I live in a home that's about 1,624 feet. Okay, square feet. Okay, so about 1,624 square feet. That's the home I live. I've lived in it since 1971. I bought it for $22,500. Okay. That's my neighborhood in Cleveland. Am I going to go door to door in my neighborhood and tell people, oh, you're going to have to sacrifice? Hey, they're already seeing their purchasing power decline. Many of them are fighting to hold on to their wage levels. They have to, if they lose their job, they lose their health care. Their pensions are in trouble, and I'm going to tell them they have to sacrifice? I don't think so. It's the wrong approach to talk about sacrifice, particularly when the wealth in America is accelerating to the top. Why would we tell the American people, when we have a system where the wealth's accelerating to the top, with tax breaks for the wealthy, with trade, with a $800 to $900 billion trade deficit that ships our jobs over to cheap wage environments, with a Pentagon budget of $500 billion a year, with spending $1 to $2 trillion for a war, not just based on lies, but because of oil, with energy policies that are locked in oil and people here in New England paying a high premium for oil. I'm going to tell people they're going to sacrifice. They're already sacrificing. What I'm going to tell people is they're not going to have to sacrifice anymore. I'm the one candidate who's going to tell Americans you don't have to sacrifice anymore because we're moving towards sustainability. We're going to get away from oil and coal and nuclear, a carbon and nuclear-free energy policy. You're going to save money on your energy bills when we do that. You won't have to sacrifice. We're going to have a not-for-profit health care system. You're not going to have a bankruptcy anymore related to not being able to pay doctor bills. You won't have to sacrifice. You won't have to pay any more premiums, co-pays, and deductibles to assure the hundreds of billions of dollars of profit of these for-profit health care systems anymore, because you're not going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have a good paying job because we're going to have a full employment economy. You're not going to have to sacrifice. We're going to get out of NAFTA. You're not going to have to sacrifice. Let these other candidates call for sacrifice and let them be defeated, calling for sacrifice of the American people while the rich are getting richer. Not going to happen under a Kucinich administration. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.